Well, we are learning more this afternoon about 6 bodies found yesterday in the St. Lawrence River in Quebec. Let's go live to CTV's Vanessa Lee, who's in Akwesasne, Quebec, with the latest on this absolute tragedy. Vanessa, what are the local officials saying now?
Nick, it's such a sad situation that is unfolding here. Police recovered the bodies of 6 people yesterday afternoon, 5 adults and a child under the age of 3 who was a Canadian citizen. And what's really tragic is they're looking for a couple more people. Right now, we can hear a helicopter in the distance right now, and they're searching for another young child believed to be from a Romanian family. So this group is from 2 separate families. One is of Romanian descent, the other is from India, and so they're looking for a young child from that Romanian family. They're also looking for a 30-year-old man from Akwesasne, Casey Oakes. He was reported missing after he left the eastern tip of Cornwall Island on Wednesday night. Police think that they have found his boat. That boat was located near the bodies, and they say that that boat would have not been safe enough to carry so many people, Nick.
Now, Vanessa, I also understand that this is an instance of people trying to get into the United States from Canada, not people trying to get into Canada from the United States. This is a topic, of course, that came up with Joe Biden and Prime Minister Trudeau just last week on their trip to Ottawa. Is this a very familiar or typically used irregular border crossing then?
Well, from what we're learning today, people here say that they are not surprised at all. The deputy police chief this morning said that there have been 48 incidents since January of people being intercepted after trying to either cross into Canada or cross into the U.S. because Akwesasne is, of course, such a large, vast territory that straddles Quebec, Ontario, and New York State. And so in this case, the deputy police chief is saying that this was a group going from Canada into the United States. She says that this has nothing to do with the closure of Roxham Road, which is, of course, that crossing south of Montreal where tens of thousands of migrants had crossed into Canada. It's believed that this group had had come into Canada legally, and they were living in Canada for quite some time until whatever it is that transpired over the last couple of days. They're still trying to figure out exactly, where this group came from exactly, where exactly they were trying to go, how they were trying to get there in this tragic situation, Nick.
And Vanessa, you mentioned the vastness of the area that you're in right now, and you also alluded to the helicopter in the sky. Do you have a sense of the size of the surge in terms of the number of people that are there looking now for that young missing baby?
Well, we are on the Quebec side right now, and we were told by people here that this was a very large search area last night, that they could see emergency officials, including firefighters and members of the Coast Guard and members of the Akwesasne Police. And so, yes, there are many authorities that are involved right now. There's Quebec Provincial Police, the RCMP, as well as members of the Volunteer Fire Department from Hogansburg. And so, yeah, absolutely, this is such a vast area. We know that we last heard the helicopter just behind me to my left, but really, again, this is just such a vast area. The weather was very bad. From what we've understood in the last couple of days, it was very windy, and so it's really hard to say what's going to unfold in the next few hours, though it's possible that we will be getting another update from police, Nick.
Okay, CTV's Vanessa Lee joining us live this afternoon. Appreciate the update, Vanessa. Thank you.